Hey friends, we are back. Season 2, baby. Welcome to Glow Up and Grow Up, the show where we're just two women evolving out loud, one unfiltered conversation at a time.
Yes, and this season we're calling Unfiltered Evolution because honestly, between us and the guests we have planned for this season, we have lived enough to know better. But we're still figuring out what better actually looks like.
Basically, this season of giving ourselves grace while we try to keep growing forward.
Exactly. So today we're kicking off with a Q&A, fun, random, and real. You guys send in questions in the lounge, Instagram, and we might have added a few spicy ones too. So let's get into it.
Let's kick it off. All right. So, one of the questions that we got asked was, who is your dream guest to have on the podcast? So, Stacey, you
Mm.
go first.
Well, I mean, this is an obvious answer. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Tom Brady.
Ah, no, but that's a good one. No, because
Oh,
Tom's really
I know who you're gonna say. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. Hello. I'm like, well, this is
Well,
so easy. I mean that would never happen because we're like so small little people here. Like Taylor would never grace us with her presence, but maybe one day she'll hear us
you
on.
never know.
You never know. Dreams do come true. But think about that though. What would we even ask Taylor? What would you ask Taylor if she was able to come on here?
I wouldn't ask her anything about like music or anything. I would just wanna know what she does in her daily life. Like
What?
like, how do you live your life outside of being famous?
Well,
What
she
rest
makes sourdough.
What's your
She
favorite
makes sourdough
restaurant?
bread. She makes sourdough bread. We know
Mhm,
this.
right. And does Travis Kelce fart in his sleep like
Of
every other
course he
man?
does. Of course he does. Who
That's
would
the
be
funny thing.
who would be your dream guest?
Um, Honestly, I don't know that I have one person. But I feel like I would love to have a dream guest. My dream guest would be somebody that were like almost like a Taylor Swift that were like, there's no way. There's no way that they would
What?
ever be on our podcast. That I feel like that's my dream guest is somebody that is way out of our league. That we like that's my dream is to have someone on that's so out of our league that it's like, how did those girls pull that guest?
I would feel
That's
like that's almost every guest.
well, yeah. Yes. That is true. We do have some of those this season coming up. It's 'cause we're
No, but
nice.
so I would say Taylor was like a fantasy guest, like, that's like way out of the world. But we do have a guest coming on this season. Can I say her name or no?
Yeah.
So we do have Deanne from Lulu Row coming on. And
Yeah.
I really do believe, as soon as we said we wanted to do a podcast, that she was a dream guest to have on.
Yeah, she was really
I love her story. Yeah.
our first person that we were like, when we have guests, that's who we want.
Yeah, and so she is really like a realistic dream guest. It's like I'm
Mhm.
so excited to spend time with her. I'm so excited for people to learn more about her. And when she comes on, her energy is going to be, I mean, she just did go through, some major trauma, but I know her energy's still going to
Mhm.
glow, and I can't wait to have her on.
I
I'm
think
really
on that
excited.
episode, not one person is gonna leave feeling like everyone's gonna leave feeling better about themselves, feeling like they can
Yeah.
accomplish whatever they set their minds to. Like, she just leaves every person she meets feeling better about themselves. It's, like, truly
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm so excited to spend time with her. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad she said yes.
I am
And
so glad too. Speaking of that, we have some awesome guests this season that we are so honored to be having speak. We're going to be talking to people who know firsthand about addiction, people that are experts in some of the fields that you guys have asked for, people that we have an Emmy award winning stylist talking about personal style soon. Like, there is some people that are out of our league that will be helping us out,
yeah.
and that's that is a really, really cool,
I feel like
um
everybody's out of our league. I'm like, "Oh, you
that
wanna
is
come
true.
on?"
You know who I would love to get on is a Hallmark movie actress.
Oh my gosh, my mom would die.
I would
Her
love that's my dream guest, actually, a Hallmark movie actress. Like, tell me how maybe Candace Cameron Bure, Like, tell me
S
how
so
you record some Hallmark movies.
so
That's
I
what I
would
wanna
tell you
know.
that I don't know any of the Hallmark because I don't watch Hallmark, but I'll come in the living room and my mom is sitting there watching Hallmark, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," and it's the same actress in every movie,
Yes.
eh, so
There's
it's
5
not hard to find
actresses,
them.
5
Yeah,
actors. They mix and
yeah.
match. I
It's
love it.
just
And they always end happy. There's always a small town girl or she left the
yes.
big city, now she's in love with the baker. Oh,
I I was
what
like, I would so during the Christmas time, I do watch, like, I somehow get sucked into my mom's Hallmark channel, and I end up watching it, and I
yeah.
go, "Mom, I already know how this is gonna end. It's so obvious
That's what the
how it's
good
gonna
part
end."
about it is
It's
they
just
always fall in love. That's it.
okay, okay,
That's it.
alright,
It's
we're
the best. You
gonna
can miss half the movie and not miss a single thing. That's the best part about them. That's my favorite part about Hallmark.
Oh,
But I do
do you know
pay
my
for
mom?
the friendly app just to get Hallmark during this time of year.
My mom said, "We should go to that city in Kansas City, where they filmed the Hallmark movie because they have a Hallmark town this season or something." I don't know. She seriously said we should fly to Kansas City to this Hallmark town. I'm
Well,
like,
they did do it in
have you
Nashville
lost your
last
mind?"
year, and apparently it was not great. People didn't love it. But they
Yeah,
filmed a Hallmark movie in Franklin, Tennessee, and since you are coming to Tennessee soon,
I
I can bring
am.
you to a Hallmark town,
Oh, okay.
and we can make your mom jealous.
Yeah, she would be.
All right, Stace, you ask the next question.
Oh, the next question. What's the favorite feature of yourself and or your co-host?
This was kind of a cool question. My favorite feature of myself, I'll go first since you asked, is huh. I think my favorite feature of myself is that I never like my default personality is happiness and joy. Like I don't really get mad at anything. I don't really know that I've ever been in a fight with anybody in my whole life. That can be a bad thing because sometimes I don't stand up for myself, but really my default is happiness. And I think that that's a good thing. And my favorite feature of Stacy is she literally can she's the only person that can tell me to like suck it up and keep going and I don't get mad at her. Is the best at like motivating and just being like just and making it real. It's not like a out of reach thing. She's like, "You can do this. You know what?" Like she breaks
Yep.
it down and she's like, "Just stop complaining and go do it." Like you can complain about it or you can accomplish it. What do you want to do? And so that's my favorite part about her is that she just will there is no task too big. She will figure it out. And there's no task too big for you because she will motivate you and help you figure it out. So, I love that. Your
Aw,
turn.
thank you. I believe anything's possible. Whatever you put your energy to is possible. I do believe
Mhm.
that. My favorite feature of myself, my favorite feature, I would just say I love my self-determination. My self-determination of looking back of all the hurdles I've gone through and all the lessons I've learned and just just taking those and becoming a better person. I just, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
just not having any bitter or resentment towards things and just saying like, "Okay, that was a lesson I had to learn and we're moving forward," and not holding on to any bitterness, I think is good.
I love that.
And and then for you, um, your favorite feature. So I don't, that's a really hard question. When you think of feature, you think
It is
physical
a hard question.
immediately. Um,
I mean, you can tell me I'm beautiful. That's fine.
well, you are.
Thanks.
You are.
Thank you.
I think my favorite I think my favorite feature of you, like I read this last night when you sent this, but I didn't like absorb it. So I think my favorite feature of you is just that you're down really for anything. Like,
Yeah. Well, not
you know,
anything, but
well, you know what I mean.
most
Like,
things.
yeah, like, hey, we're gonna go do this. Okay. Hey, we're gonna go do this. Okay. And then you just like go with the flow and you just kind of like have fun whatever you're doing. It could be doing nothing and like when we're together, we're having fun. Like we could literally be doing nothing and on our phones and we're having fun.
I
We're
love it.
having fun. just like you're down for whatever. You
Yeah,
don't
you just
complain.
gotta
You
have fun
never
in life.
complain. You never complain. You really
Thanks.
don't.
I wonder if my husband would say that.
Well, you
That's
don't
funny.
complain to me.
I love it. Oh, thanks. Thank you. All right, Stacey, what is your favorite guilty pleasure right now?
Guilty pleasure. Oh,
I mean, we already did one of mine. Hallmark
my
movies.
guilt Hallmark movies. My guilty pleasure. Well, I gotta get my coffee every morning. This is my guilty pleasure. Like, this is my guilty pleasure every morning. I am excited to wake up and just go get my coffee.
I
And it
love
makes
that.
me happy. It makes me happy to get my coffee. I spend my $4 because I know how to order it and not pay $6 at Starbucks. And yeah, so I think that's like my guilty pleasure. And then I have these veggie chips that are in my uh, office that I snack on. They're like these veggie things. I don't know, but they're pretty good.
I love that. I love that. I feel like my guilty pleasure right now is weird things on TikTok, like TikTok shops. Like I buy like weird perfumes and like I get sucked in and then they're not good.
So so speaking of TikTok
Ooh.
shop, mix soon Korean skincare.
Mm,
So
you said it's
so look at
great.
my skin. Look at my skin.
Very
Like,
glowy. It
it's
looks great.
glowy. Look, look, look. And it was $80 for the whole set, right? So it's two cleansers, toner, a serum, and a moisturizer. 80 bucks. And these are full size.
Wow.
Okay. And I've spent way more for just a thing of moisturizer.
Right.
And this stuff, go on TikTok if you're listening. Mix soon. It's all over TikTok. 80 bucks. And I'm telling you, I've used the highest end, the lowest end, looking for skincare, looking for this glow that I have.
Mhm.
If you're here, if you're listening and not seeing the video, you got to come back and see my skin because it is glowing. And
Yeah.
it's literally from Mixsoon. So that isn't a new guilty pleasure. I'm not being paid to say this. There's
But if
no
you would
there's no
like to pay us.
yeah, but there's no creator earns commission on this post. That's my guilty pleasure. I love that stuff.
I love it.
And
I
it's so good. Korean skincare is like the bomb.
I love it. What's one thing that you pretend you don't like, but you secretly do?
Oh, I don't really pretend to like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Like, there's no pretending. I don't know how to pretend. I'm like, no, there's no pretending.
Yeah. I don't know that there's anything that I pretend I don't like, but I secretly do.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
very
I mean,
open when I don't like something,
my
and I don't
son
care
brought
if
me
I do.
home a my son brought me home a caramel apple from Disneyland yesterday. And by
Ooh.
my request, because I said, bring me home one of those caramel apples. And I bit into it. It was so sour. I was like, oh, but I'm like, I told my mom, I'm just gonna eat the caramel. I literally was just eating the caramel around the apple because every bite I took into the apple was so sour.
That's so funny.
I was so sad.
I think one thing that I like that I shouldn't like, or like I'm too old to like, is I love that K-pop Demon Hunters movie on
Oh
Netflix.
god. Oh
I
my
could sing
god.
the
That
songs all
song
day.
is
We're
so
going
annoying.
up,
No.
up, up.
No, no.
I
Stop,
love it.
stop,
I
stop.
love it.
No, I can't handle it. That's a terrible guilty
I love
pleasure.
it. I love it.
No, it's terrible. Every time I hear that song comes on, next.
That's so funny. All right. You guys loved this on our last episode of the season last year, our rapid fire questions. So we are bringing them back. We're going to do just a couple quick ones. These are one sentence, one word answers, go super quickly. All right. Stacey, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What is your coffee order?
Ooh, funny you should ask. It is. I'll show. Look at this. It is quad blonde espresso. Blonde because the blonde espresso has more caffeine. Half oat milk, half cream, caramel line the cup, and it's $3.95. And they're like, "Do you want a latte?" No, Sarah, I don't want a latte because that's $5.95. There you go. There's my.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, all right. Okay, what's your most used? Oh, wait, am I supposed to ask you your coffee
Yep.
order?
No.
Okay, what's your coffee? No?
Nope.
No? Okay.
We just go back and
All right.
forth.
Okay, okay. What's your most used emoji?
Probably the hard eyes. I give the hard eyes a lot.
To who? Will?
To Will, to the kids, everybody. I just do hard eyes a lot. Will gets the kissy
Okay.
eye, the heart kiss
Oh, yeah,
a
I
lot,
send that too.
but
Yeah, I send that
hard
too.
eyes, I do that a lot.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Are you a morning or a night person?
Morning.
Love it. Love
Morning.
it.
Okay, dream vacation.
I think we have the same one, Greece. I
Yes, I
wanna
do
go on
wanna
a
go to
cruise to
Greece.
Greece. That's
Yes,
I know you wanna do Japan too.
I do want to do Japan. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mine is a cruise
And
to Greece.
I'm also looking at the Christmas Rhine river cruise in Europe next year,
Oh.
but it's a little pricey, and and then I decided to invite my son and his girlfriend before I knew the price, and so now I'm like, like, I'm, like, backing out like Homer
Yeah.
Simpson in the bush.
You're like, "Never
It's a
mind."
little pricey. Okay.
Alright,
Uh,
it's
it's
my
oh,
question.
it's your turn,
What
okay.
what is your favorite childhood TV show?
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with ooh, childhood. Alright, so when I'm going childhood, I'm thinking which age. I loved watching The Smurfs.
Ooh, did you like Smurfette?
Of course I like Smurfette. What are you talking about?
I love that. The Smurfs. That's really funny.
I went I had to dig
Yeah,
deep in
you
the
went way
memory bank for
back.
that. I'm
The
like,
Smurfs.
The Smurfs, and I did love He-Man too.
She-Ra was the best. I had a She-Ra little doll.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
She-Ra. But,
yeah,
He-Man was kinda hot,
he
He-Man was
he
kinda
was
hot.
he was pretty hot. He is our type. He is.
Yes, our
He is.
type.
Um,
Oh my
that's
god, okay.
really good. I used to love
What
did you ever watch Clarissa Explains It All?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, I loved Clarissa Explains It All
I'm older.
and Boy Meets
Remember,
World.
I'm older. No,
But
I'm
did
too
you
old.
watch Gem and the Holograms?
No, never even heard of these. I'm older than you, remember? 10 years is a big difference when you're a kid. That's like your whole
Yeah,
life.
that is true, but I thought Gem and the Holograms was I thought I was young to watch that because my older cousin watched it,
I've
but
never even heard of it.
she's like a Barbie and she presses her earring and all this glitter comes down and her hair turns pink and then she's a rock star.
I would have loved that.
I know.
I didn't get to experience her, but that
Well,
would have been my favorite show.
I know. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Take it. What's it called? I'm gonna have to check it out.
Gem and the Holograms. It might have been called something else, but her band was called Gem and the Holograms.
Never heard of
You
this.
should probably watch it.
I
I'll
Yeah,
send
it
you a
sounds
video
like
clip
my thing.
later.
Yeah, I need it. I need it. Okay, one thing that's always in your purse.
Deodorant because I get stinky during the day. I need a refresh sometimes.
That is so random. I can honestly say I've never carried deodorant with me.
Really?
Never.
I I cannot leave the house without it. I need it.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I need it during the day. I'm like, "Ooh, I need some deodorant." I have to have it.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about your son?
My favorite thing about my son, I would say my favorite thing is his heart. He's very kind. He is kind. But I get past his morning moodiness because he's very moody in the morning. We don't even talk to him in the morning because he's so moody. Like
That's
he
funny.
literally walks by and we don't acknowledge each other because he's such a little jerk in the morning. He knows this. But when you get past the morning moodiness, he is very kind and he's a sweet soul. So I think
He
that's my
is.
favorite thing about him.
He is a sweet boy.
What's the favorite thing about your husband?
Um, that he is so also kind. Like he just is the kindest person I know right now. He is doing user end support for something that launched. He works in the medical technology space, and he normally deals with like CEOs and higher end doctors and stuff,
Mhm.
but he is doing user support right now. And there are people that are 90 years old that are asking how to download an app. And he is so patient and so kind. And like just walking these people through things. Like when I walk past his office, I'm like, I could never. He is just so patient and just with the kids and me, he's so patient. Um, and just so
So
kind.
So when I was training a long time ago, software, because I did software too, and we were training older ladies on
Mhm.
how to work the system. They'd have this mouse, right? And you know how the mouse you have to be on the ground, on the
Uh-huh.
down here on the. They'd be holding the mouse like this, like in the air, trying to get it to work. I can't get this mice to work. This mice isn't working.
I mean,
I will never forget that. I will never forget. That was so funny.
my poor mom, I gotta help her with things, like
It
download her
was
My
funny.
Chart and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm like, "Oh, man. Oh, man."
Alright.
Alrighty. So, moving into our next few questions that you guys have asked us. Um, what challenge or fear do you hope to conquer in season 2, personally or for the podcast? That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Mm.
Stace, what it
So challenge your fear. So, I told Caitlin, and I said, when we started this podcast, I go, "I do wanna talk about addiction." And that is hard for me to talk about, not because I have an addiction, but I lived through it. And I don't wanna talk about, so much a person that's addicted, but I wanna talk about the effects it has on the people around them that is addicted that people don't talk
Mhm.
about. So I think it's important for me. It's gonna be very hard for me to talk about it. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be a great episode because we also will have a guest on for that episode too who was the addict. And so I think that that's gonna be really powerful.
We don't
Um,
talk enough about the people around the addict,
uh-huh.
that how it's affecting them or the support that they need because they
Yep.
don't talk about it because I think it's shameful. I think we
Mhm.
feel shame and we don't wanna burden anyone with what they're going through. And so I hope it reaches the right people, and I'm very scared to talk about it.
Well,
So there you go.
well, and Stacey's not scared of nothing. She's
No, it's
rarely
hard.
scared of anything, but
Yeah.
that's a good answer for that. Um, for me, I hope a challenge or fear to conquer in season 2 would just be, I think, a challenge. I don't really have any fears of this season in particular. I conquered a lot of fears, I feel like, last season of just starting. But I think a challenge would be to just get more ears and eyes and see how
Yeah.
far we can grow.
Yeah.
And that has been a challenge. It's a lot harder to grow a podcast than we thought. Um,
It is.
and when you work so hard on something and like 6 people listen, you're like, oh, but it also you feel so grateful for those 6 people and the messages that we have gotten and
Oh, yeah.
the it's just amazing. So I think that we have something super valuable that we are willing to keep trying and keep growing. So I'm excited for that challenge of like how far can we take this in season 2?
Yeah, a lot of you have messaged us directly, me or Caitlin, and
Mhm.
Caitlin and I tend to share those messages because it's kind of like a motivation for us to keep going.
Mhm.
Because starting a podcast is starting a new business, and when you start a new business, it's not just open the doors and they all come. And we know this. We didn't have expectations that we would have thousands of people. We knew it would
Right.
be hard, but when you're in it and you're like, "Oh my gosh, like we should have more views," but then you get a message of, "I really connected with this," and like it just it motivates us like 10 times, like gives us, "Okay, we are making an impact. We are doing something that people do want to hear." And
Right.
so keep sending us those messages because they are gold to us, especially
Mhm.
right now as we grow. And share, I guess the biggest compliment is share with your friends, your girlfriends. Share with them to listen to us. Um, this isn't a this is a passion project for us, I think. Is
Yeah.
to just like let women know they're not alone with what they're going through and
Mhm.
talk about it. So yeah, so that is a goal we need to have is to grow this season and
Yeah.
and just keep the messages coming, because that is our motivation when we hear that, because then we're like, oh, someone is listening, oh, we are connecting, and you don't normally get that on a comment, on
Right.
anything. So
Well, and we're so used to Stacy and I come from a background of live selling. So we're so used to that instant gratification of like, we're on, we're talking, you're talking back. So
yeah.
this where it goes out and then it's like we don't hear from any like
it's
we're not talking
it's
back and forth
crickets.
with you guys
Yeah, we don't
as
know
we're
what's
doing
going on.
this. So,
Yeah.
we record these like 2 weeks out. It just is a weird thing. It's different for us. We're not used to that. We're used to that
Yeah.
live back and forth right away. We know how many
It's
people
def
are on right now.
it's
Um,
delayed gratification.
yes. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys so much for all of that. But that is definitely a goal and a challenge is to how to grow um to the right people too. We don't numbers don't mean much if they're not to the right people.
Right, right. What was your favorite or most unexpected moment from season 1?
I think piggybacking on that, I think just the way that people connected. That is my favorite part was just the messages from people that I did not expect.
Yeah.
Um, that either, people that I hadn't talked to in a long time or people that um I just
Even
didn't know would listen.
people maybe you moved on from too.
Yeah. Yep. So it's wild the messages that we got and who sent them. It was really cool to see who we were reaching.
Mhm. I would agree. I think that was really cool. Really cool. I'd love to hear from all of you, and please don't ever think you're bothering us. If we connected with you, let us know so we know that we're like, okay, we're on the right track.
Yeah. And for those people who messaged us and asked us, "Who are you talking about when you said that?" We're never gonna tell.
We will not tell. I will not tell. Yeah, no,
We
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 won't.
definitely we definitely got some of those too. "Hey, when you said this, who are you talking about?" "Not you."
Yeah, we
Um,
were not. We're not going to name names.
but Stace, what is something you wish younger you knew sooner? That's a good question.
I honestly wish I would have started my IUL policy when I was Christopher's age, because I'd have over millions right now. So,
Mhm.
um, it is what it is. Can't change the past, but you can look forward. And I know that I set my son up, because if he just keeps doing 150 a month when he's my age, he'll have over $1 million cash value. So just knowing compounded interest, how it works, and I wish I would have done it sooner,
Mhm.
but I didn't. So I would love to help younger people just be prepared for life, because life happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one. Um, I think for me, I'm in a season where I have 2 teenage bonus daughters who are dating. Um, and I am learning so many lessons that I have learned so many lessons that I wish I knew at their age of how to be treated and how to be respected.
Mm.
And when someone shows you a red flag, you got to watch it, you got to listen to it. And just that the 40-year-old in me knows how I deserve to be treated and what love feels like, where the 17, 18, 19, 25, 30-year-old me did not know that and put up with a lot that I should not have.
Mm.
Um, and so I wish younger me knew what it feels like to be loved properly. Um, and
Ooh,
that
I would love that.
exists because I feel like as women we question, is this what love should feel like? Or, I don't I don't want to be the one that, is making excuses, but I also don't want to be the one that gives up too soon. Like, no, I wish I knew sooner that you
Uh,
don't have
I
to live
re-
that way.
I really connect with what you just said, and just thinking back, and I think all women that are listening have experience in their life where they're looking back and thinking about when they were younger, the stuff they put up with, to just, I mean, in the end, everyone wants to be loved, right? You
Right.
want to be loved, and you're just searching for love. I mean, in the end, that's really what it's about.
Mhm.
And when you're young, if you just put up with maybe more than you should, because you just want them to love you so much,
Yep.
and then they show you they don't, or they love something else more, like addiction. and
Mhm.
you just put up with more than you ever should have because you just wanted love. And I love that message. That really connects with me. Because yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people probably are not being loved properly right now because they don't want to change.
Right. And it's scary. It is scary to think like, well, is good enough like all I'm gonna get in life. Like but you could be happier, and we've been talking about this in our house a lot. You can be happier alone than you are with someone if you're
Oh
not with
yeah.
the right person.
Oh, I was
Um,
for 8 years.
so I think that that's a good message and like a good thing that I wish I knew sooner. I was always single and that was great, but I also gave a lot of myself to keep around people that didn't even deserve to be around. So
Yeah, yeah. That's
I
a
think,
that's a good one. That is a good one.
yeah,
I love that. Do you think your younger self would be proud of who you are now?
absolutely. I
Yeah.
my younger self would be like, no way, really? We do all this? That's pretty cool. Like, I feel like, I don't know, she would believe it. What about you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of myself and where I am and where I am going. And I always knew I had this very young, very young. I would say my one of my first memories, 6 years old. I remember that I was going to be. I go, I'm going to be successful. And what is successful? Uh, define it. Who knows? It doesn't always mean financial, but I believed in myself so young, and I always knew that I had to rely on myself and not a man. I always knew that in myself. It's weird. I just knew that, and I knew that I had to take care of myself. I would always have to take care of myself. I just always knew that,
That's
and
wild.
yeah, yeah, no, I always knew that. I've never relied on anybody ever. I never will. Um, I like to be in control of me, and I've just always knew that I would be very successful in whatever I did. So now where I am at, I mean, and when I wasn't successful, it really hurt my soul. Like this isn't right. This why is this not happening? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
what is going on? Because I knew that this wasn't the right path. I don't know. It's very strange, but um when I'm winning, I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be winning. I'm supposed to be winning because this
I
is
love
what
that.
yeah. So, I don't feel bad about it. I don't I'm very proud of myself. I've really learned to self-love myself the past few years, which I don't think I did, and
I think a lot of people also need to learn that that's okay. It's okay to be proud of yourself and determined and not be sad when you're winning. Like
no, I'm
that's
not sad.
a lot of people feel guilty or that they're not undeserving or anything, but you shouldn't. When you're winning and you should be happy about it and proud. And I love that.
And not every season's a winning season. So, when you're
Nope.
in the winning season, you gotta enjoy it because what it says, "This too shall pass."
Mhm.
I'm not always gonna be in a winning season, but I know what the losing season is. I know what the winning season is. I prefer the winning season. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep trying for the winning season, and I know that there's days where you won't be winning.
Heck yeah. All right. So, what is something that you've unlearned since starting the podcast?
Ooh, unlearned.
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 Mm,
Mm, that's a hard question.
I know.
I don't even know what I've unlearned. I really don't.
Mm.
I don't I'm in my winning season. I mean,
You're
I
not
am. I
unlearning
mean,
anything.
I'm not unlearning. I'm learning. I'm learning right
You're
now.
unlearning losing.
Okay, I got one. I got one. I'm unlearning. So I guess it's gonna be with faith. I'm unlearning not to be. Not to be. I'm learning to pray. I'm learning.
Mm,
I'm unlearning not to be faithful. I guess faithful is
yeah.
like faith, not like faithful in like commitment. But
Yeah.
I'm unlearning that, and that I'll tell you, and you know this. It's hard for me to read the Bible.
Mhm.
I'm unlearning that. Uh, it's difficult when you really weren't a faith based person your whole life. and you're like, "I'm gonna go be faith doesn't just happen,
Mhm.
it's like it takes time, and I'm unlearning that on how to,
Yeah.
how to
Yeah, yeah,
incorporate that in my life, and
yeah. Well, and
it's a lot.
I think for you, a big thing is unlearning being, like, self-reliant in that way of, like, also including God in that, because you are so
Correct.
self-reliant and that
Yes.
you got this. You don't need to rely on anyone like you were saying, but, like, being unlearning that part and bringing God into it, knowing that I can pray about this. I don't have to do things
Yeah.
alone, I can pray. Like, I'm sure that that's a challenge.
Oh, yeah. Big time. So I'm unlearning that. That's probably a big thing. But
That's huge.
yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting journey. I'll say that, and it's challenging for me.
I love that. Um, I am unlearning I am unlearning just in general that life doesn't have to be perfect, that it can just be messy and that busy seasons happen and kids and life and work and family comes first, and sometimes the house doesn't get cleaned, and sometimes the post doesn't get posted, and sometimes the live sale has to be tomorrow, and sometimes I forget to do something, and that's all okay. I spent so many years being so, like, on it and never
Yep,
behind, never messing up, never anything. Um, Perfect house, all the things, and I am unlearning all of that. I am learning that messy happens and that's okay. In life,
that's okay.
in work, in personal relationships, as long as, your family's coming first and you're making memories, that's good. That's good enough. So,
Yep.
that is what I am unlearning.
What's one thing you've learned about each other since season 1?
Oh,
About
hmm.
each other. These are hard questions.
These are hard questions.
What the heck is going on?
What did I learn about you since season 1? Huh. I don't really know. I feel like we talk all the time that we didn't really learn much. No, I do know what I learned. I learned that Stacy does cry. She's not a robot.
Oh, a robot.
She does have emotions. She does cry.
I know, man, I cried, and I'll cry on a couple episodes coming up in season 2, it's
Stacy
guaranteed.
does cry,
I don't really cry that much. But,
except when we're
crying,
podcasting.
except when we're podcasting. But, I'm touching things that are deep that I don't share, and so it does bring out emotion. So it is real, it's vulnerable. It's like you can't pretend cry. I'm not an actress. So yeah, I did cry, but it felt good, and I think it really connected with people that needed to hear stuff. So, you know, I'm
I
not
love it.
embarrassed by it. I'm not embarrassed by it. It is what it is.
Mhm.
It's recorded there for all my grandchildren to see. They can, it's kind of cool. We're recording this because our grandchildren, great grandchildren, you know, you'll have grandchildren. You have stepkids, so you
Mhm.
know, um, they'll see this and they'll learn more about this. Than I mean, wouldn't it be cool if we had our grandparents and
Yeah, to just see what they were
just to
like.
see what they were like. So I think you think about that, that's kinda cool that this is out there forever. They'll be able to
Yeah,
find it, and I think that's cool.
that is pretty
Let's
cool.
see. One thing I learned about you, I think, not so much the podcast is sometimes when life is lifing, you like to escape and avoid my phone calls.
I don't avoid. I'm just doing
You don't
something.
answer. No, you just don't answer them.
No. If I'm available, I will answer. But because of the podcast, I feel like I've had to start my days a lot earlier.
Yeah.
And because life is lifing and kids and everything, I feel like I am instead of starting my day around 10, I'm like starting to work. I'm either sleeping until 9:30 or like working at 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do got to get better at that though. I need to figure out. The one thing that I will say that I dislike the most about my job is that I am working on my phone a lot of the time, taking pictures or videos, or that's the hard part is like, then I can't be on the phone while doing it because I'm using it.
Right.
So that I should get I have another device. I should use that for that stuff.
There you go. Yeah,
I'll
there
be
you go.
better. I'll be
Okay.
better. Let's see. All right. How has doing the podcast changed you?
Change me. I think just be more vulnerable. I think it's just changed me, and being okay with it and talking about hard topics when people message me, and being okay
Mhm.
to talk about it and not like talk about weight and addiction and people messaging me and not being ashamed to talk about it. I think, hey, I put it out there. I mean, so it's like I'm okay with talking about any of the hard stuff, and if it's going to help someone that needs help, and me just being open to kind of talk someone, with an issue they're having. I'm definitely not a therapist or anything like that, but um, just relating to people and being a little more empathetic, I think is making me a little softer. So I
Mhm.
think becoming softer, and we talked about the soft girl era, and I'm definitely want to be softer in everything. So the podcast has just brought it more to my attention to be a little more softer, not so masculine, still working on my feminine energy. Even though
Love
I'm
it.
always going to take care of myself, I still want my feminine energy
Yep, you
um
can do both.
out there. So I think that's how it's changed me.
I love that.
What about you?
I think that for me, I well, this isn't changed, but I used to be this way and then I haven't created content for a long time for things, and I used to just say, like, "Everything's content." So now when I move throughout my life, things happen, I'm like, "Ooh, that's a good podcast episode." Like, when things happen to me, I'm like, "Ooh, we should talk about this." And
Yeah.
which might not be changed, but, I feel like I was in a little bit of a work slump for a little bit because I've just been doing the same thing for 11 years now.
Yeah.
And I think that I have worked a lot harder, since starting the podcast because it's a whole nother thing to add, but, um, I actually was just I made a post the other day that I feel like I'm the biggest advocate for feminine energy, but I feel like I've been too much of my masculine energy. So this season, a goal of mine is to get back into my feminine energy and not be so do because that's wearing me out. So
Okay.
so I feel like not that it's a bad thing, but I do think that it made me work a lot harder, which is good. But now like I feel like life always comes in steps. Like, sometimes you gotta work really hard and be in that masculine energy, and then you gotta figure out how to do that same level while being in your feminine energy. And then, you gotta get to the next level and sometimes work a little bit harder. So,
Yep.
I feel like it was on this step, and now I gotta take the next step.
So, what are you most grateful for going into the new season?
I am I'm just grateful for the opportunity, grateful to connect with people, grateful for the people that listen, grateful for the conversations, like just the opportunity in general to be able to do this. I mean, Stacey and I are still paying out of pocket for this too, so grateful for the financial ability to pay for that
Yes.
to be able to um produce this because we would definitely not be able to produce this the way that Daniel, our producer, does. He's amazing. Grateful for him, and he is so great he like encourages us. And I mean, we could show him that there's one viewer, and he's like, "That's amazing! Keep going, girls! You're doing awesome!" Like, and he is grateful. So just the whole
Uh,
opportunity in general, like everything about it, I am just so grateful for. I feel like we were made to do this, and I feel like we're right where we're supposed to be.
Yep. Yeah, I feel the same way, and I'm grateful to all our new listeners that'll come that we'll find in season 2 because I know we will. So,
Yeah.
grateful for all of you that find us and go back and listen to season 1 because I think that'll really help you connect on who we are. And yeah, I'm grateful for everything right now, just really everything,
I love that,
everything.
and I mean, next week We are coming up on Thanksgiving, so next week's episode will be a lot about gratitude. So we
Yeah.
will dive deeper into that.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but season 2 is here, you guys. We are literally just getting started. We've got deep topics, deep conversations, and some big surprises.
So make sure you're subscribed, leave a review, come hang out with us in the lounge, our Facebook community where we unpack every episode.
Yeah, and we definitely need reviews. We need stars and reviews. Please, please, please leave them.
Yes.
And if you have cried or laughed or said yes, same at any point in today's episode, screenshot it, tag us, tell your friends, tag them. Let help us grow this podcast because we are so excited by it.
Yes. Until next week, keep glowing, keep growing, and give yourself some grace. We'll see you next week. Actually, next Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesdays. Bye, friends.
Tuesdays. Bye.